Welcome to the courtroom drama unfolding in New York as the trial against Donald Trump heats up. Today, we're diving into the latest developments straight from the heart of the legal battle. Picture this: Donald Trump surrounded by the solemn wood panels of the 100 Center Street courthouse as Judge Maron presides over last-minute motions filed by the former president. Trump's strategy: delay, delay, delay. But Judge Maron isn't having any of it. Despite Trump's attempts to remove him from the case, the judge stands firm, determined to see justice served. Enter Judge Maron's daughter, unwittingly dragged into the fray by Trump's legal team. But her political affiliations hold no sway over her father's impartiality, as the judge firmly asserts. Judge Maron dismantles Trump's claims of bias, highlighting the lack of any concrete evidence to support such allegations. In the absence of genuine conflict, justice must prevail over unfounded speculation. The Judicial Ethics Commission has already given Judge Maron a clean bill of health, reaffirming his integrity and commitment to upholding the law. Trump's attempts to undermine the judicial process fall flat in the face of ethical scrutiny. Despite Trump's desperate bids for delay, the trial marches forward. Judge Maron's steadfast refusal to be swayed by political pressure ensures that justice will be served, regardless of the defendant's status. The appellate division remains vigilant, overseeing the proceedings to ensure fairness and impartiality. Any potential appellate issues will be addressed in due course without impeding the course of justice. Trump's emergency appeals fall on deaf ears as the appellate division refuses to intervene. Justice cannot be derailed by last-minute legal maneuvers, no matter how fervently the defendant protests. Judge Maron's integrity remains unassailable in the face of Trump's attacks. Upholding the principles of due process, the judge stands as a bulwark against attempts to undermine the judiciary. In the courtroom, justice is blind to political affiliations. Every defendant, regardless of stature, is entitled to a fair and impartial trial. Judge Maron ensures that this principle remains sacrosanct. Attempts to remove judges based on personal animus or speculative biases set a dangerous precedent. Judge Maron's resilience in the face of such challenges reaffirms the judiciary's independence from outside influence. The trial unfolds amidst a flurry of legal motions and procedural hurdles. Judge Maron's steady hand guides the proceedings, ensuring that justice prevails despite the courtroom theatrics. Trump's penchant for flouting gag orders lands him in hot water once again. Prosecutors move swiftly to hold him accountable, signaling their commitment to upholding the rule of law. Contempt proceedings loom as Trump's repeated violations of court orders cannot be ignored. The prosecution remains resolute in its pursuit of justice, undeterred by the defendant's antics. Beyond jury selection, a host of other legal battles unfold. From evidentiary issues to contempt motions, the courtroom buzzes with activity as the trial takes center stage. Judge Maron's resolve is put to the test as he navigates the complexities of a high-profile trial. Amidst the noise and distractions, he remains focused on upholding the principles of fairness and justice. The dignity of the judiciary must be upheld, even in the face of relentless attacks. Judge Maron's unwavering commitment to his judicial duties serves as a beacon of integrity in turbulent times. In the courtroom, justice transcends partisan politics. Judge Maron's impartiality underscores the importance of preserving the judiciary as a bastion of fairness and equity. Trump's legal gambits reach a dead end as Judge Maron rebuffs each attempt to derail the trial. The rule of law prevails over political posturing, ensuring a fair and transparent legal process. The outcome of this trial will set a precedent for future cases involving high-profile defendants. Judge Maron's steadfast adherence to legal principles safeguards the integrity of the judicial system. The appellate division's oversight ensures that justice is served without undue delay or interference. Its watchful eye underscores the importance of accountability within the legal profession. Trump's legal escapades are met with skepticism by the judiciary, which remains steadfast in its commitment to upholding the rule of law. Judge Maron's rulings reflect a deep respect for due process and fairness. In the labyrinth of legal proceedings, Judge Maron remains a steady hand, guiding the trial towards a just resolution. Despite the challenges, he remains resolute in his pursuit of truth and fairness. Trump's repeated violations of court orders underscore his disregard for the judicial process. Prosecutors stand firm in their efforts to hold him accountable, regardless of his attempts to evade justice. The courtroom becomes the battleground for a legal showdown between the prosecution and the defense. Judge Moron's rulings shape the trajectory of the trial, ensuring that justice is served without prejudice. Judge Moron's unwavering commitment to judicial independence sends a powerful message. The judiciary cannot be swayed by political pressure or personal attacks. Justice must prevail, irrespective of external influences. As legal wrangling intensifies, Judge Moron remains a steadfast guardian of the law. His rulings reflect a deep respect for legal principles and a commitment to upholding the integrity of the judicial process. Trump finds himself mired in a legal quagmire of his own making. Despite his best efforts to derail the trial, Judge Moron stands firm, ensuring that justice is served with integrity and impartiality. The integrity of the judiciary rests on the shoulders of judges like Moron, who refuse to be swayed by political rhetoric or personal attacks. In the courtroom, fairness and impartiality reign supreme. As the legal stalemate continues, Judge Moron remains a beacon of stability in turbulent waters. His unwavering commitment to justice inspires confidence in the fairness of the judicial process. Trump's legal tactics are met with skepticism by the judiciary, which remains steadfast in its commitment to upholding the rule of law. Judge Moron's rulings reflect a deep respect for due process and fairness. In the complex legal waters of the courtroom, Judge Moron steers a steady course towards justice. His decisions are guided by a profound respect for the principles of fairness and equity. Trump's legal battles escalate as the trial progresses. Despite his efforts to undermine the judicial process, Judge Moron remains resolute in his commitment to upholding the integrity of the court. Prosecutors remain vigilant in their pursuit of justice, undeterred by Trump's attempts to evade accountability. Their dedication to upholding the rule of law ensures that no one is above the law, not even a former president. Judge Moron's unwavering commitment to judicial fairness serves as a guiding principle throughout the trial. His decisions are rooted in a deep respect for the rights of both the prosecution and the defense. Trump's legal gambits fail to sway Judge Moron, who remains steadfast in his commitment to upholding the rule of law. His rulings reflect a firm belief in the principles of fairness and justice. The integrity of the legal process hinges on the impartiality of judges like Moron. In the face of political pressure and personal attacks, he remains a steadfast defender of justice and due process. Trump's legal maneuvering hits a roadblock as Judge Moron rejects his attempts to derail the trial. The judiciary stands firm in its commitment to upholding the integrity of the legal process. The independence of the judiciary is sacrosanct, even in the face of concerted efforts to undermine it. Judge Moron's steadfastness in upholding the rule of law reaffirms the judiciary's role as a bulwark against injustice. Trump walks a legal tightrope as his defense strategy falters in the face of Judge Moron's unwavering commitment to justice. The courtroom drama unfolds against a backdrop of legal intrigue and procedural maneuvering. Trump faces a reckoning in the courtroom as Judge Moron refuses to be swayed by his legal maneuvers. The wheels of justice turn inexorably, guided by the principles of fairness and equity. Trump's legal obstacles multiply as Judge Moron stands firm against his attempts to derail the trial. In the courtroom, the pursuit of truth and fairness takes precedence over political gamesmanship. Judge Moron's unwavering adherence to legal principles ensures that justice is served without fear or favor. His rulings reflect a deep respect for the rights of all parties involved, regardless of their standing. As the trial progresses, Judge Moron emerges victorious in his defense of the rule of law. His steadfastness in the face of adversity reaffirms the judiciary's role as the guardian of justice in society.